Not looking forward to this. Oh. If you can't read it, it's cold pressed beetroot with a kick of ginger. Oh no. Oh no, I can't do two things at once. I can't hold the camera. Cold pressed beetroot with a kick of ginger. Oh fuck, Jesus. That's like drinking the earth. Oh, it's gross. That is so gross. Why? Where my tongue is. Oh. Apparently drink 5 of these a day. Last week, ready? Oh, gross. That does not get a thumbs up. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back. Episode 2, Project Strongman. And you join me today on my lovely country walk. Now, for those of you who know, I've got 2 dogs. As you don't know, I've got 2 dogs. I've got a Husky German Shepherd cross, who's very elusive, and a Chihuahua Pinscher cross. One's was mine when I was single, and the other one, me and the other half got, she goes, when we moved in together. So, 2 doggies. And we do this walking a lot. We come over to Country Park. We do a lot of walking, so that I consider cardio. So, hopefully you see the clip at the start of the video of me drinking that horrendous juice. Jesus Christ, that was rough. We was in Marks and Spencer's yesterday getting some sweeties before we went to the cinema, and I see that, and I just thought, well, I've got to give it a go. Oh, this is killing me, such a high heel. Ah, right, so weigh-in, I'm going to show you now. That's good, isn't it? So I've dropped 2 kilos in a week, which is really good considering I haven't done any cardio, so to speak of, and I haven't really done very well with my diet. We had a Domino's last week on a Friday. You know, it's been alright, it's been good. Could be better, could always be better. Your diet could always be better. I'm going to start addressing that at the end of this week, or this week. We're getting a muscle food order on Wednesday. That'll be in this video. And I'll show you what we ordered. And then next week we'll do a video on dieting. This week the video is all about programming. I promise you when we get home we'll get in front of the whiteboard and we'll do some programming stuff. There goes my dog. Yeah, we'll do some programming and we'll talk about that. Today I'm going to go to that silly gym in Tilbury again, do some squats. I've got a busy day. I had a busy day yesterday. I've got a busy day today, and I've got to get my squats in today. I'm hoping to go to the Strongman Sanctuary on Saturday because I want to do some car deadlift, and they've probably got some of the best equipment there. So I'm going to go and do some car deadlift there, but we'll see how we go. So some squats today. I think we've got heavy squats today, some triples or some doubles are quite high for me because my knee. I'll talk probably more about my injuries in another part of the video. So let's see some squats and I'll chat to you guys afterwards. Okay folks, I want to talk to you today a little bit about programming whilst the clips are playing, because I wanted to make it a bit more educational rather than just you watching me squat and whatever, because you know the numbers I'm moving at the moment aren't impressive, and I'm pretty sure it's not that excitable. So there are loads of different ways of programming your lifts. You've got linear progression, you've got the conjugate method, DUP, all those kind of styles. When I was powerlifting, I was a big fan of the cube method. Now, I don't know what the origins are of that. I don't really need to know. I just know how it works and how it makes me get stronger. Now, I have 3 main lifts: my squat, my press, and my deadlift. And I have 3-week, what I like to call mesocycles. Okay, so a micro cycle is 1 week, a mesocycle for me is 3 weeks, and the macro cycle for me is 9 weeks. So micro is kind of weekly training, meso is kind of 1 block, and then macro is the long-term goal. So I split my training up like this. I have a speed day, okay, which is that one now. I have a volume day, and then I have a what I would call a strength day. Now that's 60%, 70% and 80%. Now if you add that up, 60 plus 70 plus 80 gives us 210, divide that by 3, that means throughout the week we're working on average at 70%. If you look at the rep ranges, my speed work is usually 6 sets of 5, my volume work is 4 sets of 8, and my strength work is usually 5 sets of 3. Okay, and that works out to nearly 80 reps a week. So I'm working at 80 reps a week at roughly 70%. And if you know anything about lifting, you know the sweet spot for lifting is 70%. Okay, now what happens is after a 3-week block, I will have hit 60, 70 and 80% in each movement. So we've got a squat here, that's the speed work. The next week is volume, and the last week is heavy, okay? Now, once I've done that 3-week cycle and I've hit 60, 70 and 80%, what I then do is increase the percentages slightly. So I might increase the percentages to say 75, 65 and 85. Might not go that much, might only go 2.5. We'll see how we go, we'll see how I feel. And then what happens is I basically work over 9 weeks, I work about 70 to 80 reps between the 70 and 80% mark, and that is the sweet spot of where you make the strength gains, okay? Not up in the 90s and 100s, because you can only push your body so far in that area. So after 9 weeks, I would have started at 60, 70 and 80, and then after every 3-week cycle, okay, so I'll get 3 3-week cycles in, I'll go 60, 70, 80, maybe 75, 65 and 85, and then I might go 67 and a half, 77 and a half, 87 and a half, or I might even go up to 70, 80 and 90. That's highly unlikely though, because that taxes my central nervous system a lot. And what that allows me to do is to continually make progress. So after 9 weeks, I'll test my 1 rep max, and once I'm assuming that's going to go up, and it might not go up a lot, it might only go up by say 4 or 5 kilos each rep, who knows, okay, we'll see how it goes. And now I've got new 100% to work from, and I go right back again, I go 60, 70, 80. And what that means is the chances of me injuring myself are low. It means I can carry on making progress without having to take a deload too often. Now after my 9 weeks, I probably would take a deload just to save my body, okay? But it allows me to continue making progress, and I'm always lifting heavier. So it's like linear progression, but it's not as intense because I'm not trying to increase what I'm lifting every week. So that's how I program my lifts, and that's why you'll see the percentages going backwards and forwards and so on and so forth. Okay, now obviously I've not been putting the percentages up on the screen or anything, but that's the way I'm working. So some days I'm lifting heavy, some days I'm doing rep work, some days I'm doing speed work. Okay, it's very similar to the Q method, but I've kind of made it my own, and I'm using my own kind of rep ranges and so on and so forth. If you're interested in more in programming, go and have a look at my Instagram, I'll link it here. Or go and check us out on Facebook, or send me a message. Okay folks, we are at the Strongman Sanctuary. I'm going to do a big 360. Big Toby behind me. Where's Toby? Give us a wave, Toby. Here he is, the owner of the Strongman Sanctuary. If you need to do Strongman, this is the place you need to come. It is immense. Now you probably would have seen a video that I did the car deadlift, which is over there somewhere. Over there, which is cool. I've just done some yoke behind me. They've got literally everything. Look at this Hercules hold. It's going to come handy because there's Hercules hold in my comp. We've got logs, we've got double logs. Got loads of cool stuff. I'll stop spinning around, mate. You'll see that's a double log there. This is the place to come. It's over in Ash in Kent, so it's not that far. It's right near Brands Hatch. Great coaching, great place to be. So come do your events at Strongman Sanctuary. Hi folks, just wanted to end the video and say thanks again for watching episode 2. Hopefully you enjoyed the footage, you've seen my training footage throughout the week, and you've seen my work down at the Strongman Sanctuary. And I just wanted to give a big shout out to Toby at the Strongman Sanctuary. He was really accommodating, he's a really cool guy, and it's such a great facility. If you're interested in any sort of strongman, there is nothing he hasn't got there. And obviously if you're a friend of mine watching this, you live in the local area, so go and give it a go. I wanted to end the video just talking a little bit about injuries and stuff because I promised I would. I didn't get a chance to do it in the earlier parts. So at the start of this year, sort of March time, I was over with my coach, Michaela Breeze. She's my Olympic weightlifting coach. And over the course of 2 days, I think must have done about a better part of 400 or 500 snatches. Just practice. And what happened was I tore my VMO, one of the ligaments in my knees, but I didn't know I'd done it. I thought I'd just kind of have a bit of a niggle. And what was I did that last bit, I tore it, I felt it go, and I was like, oh, I've hurt my knee, and then literally jumped in the car and drove back from Wales. So no rehab, no stretch, no nothing, because obviously traffic and whatnot. And then I tried to carry on lifting on it for about 3 months, just trying on lifting it, make it worse and worse and worse and worse. So I've had probably like 4 months off of squatting. And it's generally, you know, when you get an injury like that, it kind of turns you off because you think, oh, well, it's not worth doing anything anymore. So that's where I'm on squatting. Now, earlier you saw the squatting clips. It was meant to be a heavy day for me, and I put 120 on the bar, which was technically 80%, because the last time I lifted heavy, I could only squat 150. Now, I had 180 in competition, low bar, and I couldn't even get 150 up, and this was, as I say, kind of April, May time, couldn't even get 150 up. So I put 120 as 80%, and it flew up. So my knee's really strong now. My rehab really worked. A big shout out to Kieran Fallon for that. He's a friend of mine. He helped me rehab it. Big shout out again to Juggy, my masseuse guy. He helped me with that. So I'm gonna have to kind of jigger that for the next phase of training, because I've done my volume at 100 kilos, and then I went to do my heavy reps at 120, and it was too easy. I didn't even wear a belt. And it's meant to be 80%, and it didn't feel like 80% at all. It felt more like 60%. So I'm gonna have to rethink that and retry that, but I don't want to push it too hard. So again, big shout out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in episode 3.